So the first week is up. The first week of opening of my new bar here on Soi Buakhao, Rum Runner. And a lot of people have been asking how it's going, has it been a success, have you got customers, have you got staff? So I'm going to go through all of that in this video. First of all, can I say thank you to everybody who is a subscriber or a viewer on this channel that has come in and said hello. It's been great. The opening night, which was Saturday, was like at some point standing room only. A little bit quiet on Sunday, and then gradually we've been building up and building up and building up. And last night was an absolute stonker. So can I once again say to everybody that has been, thank you so much. Just a little advert, if you're wondering where we are, we're right by the S-Bend, by the Soi Buakhao market. There is car parking by the Soi Buakhao market if you come in your car. If you come on motorbike, there's parking outside, and we are live on Google Maps, and we should be live on Bolt as well. So has it been a success? Positives, negatives. For those people that don't know my backstory, I've been owned a bar in Thailand for 8.5 years. I decided to do something different this year, so I sold up and I took over a bar on Soi Buakhao that hasn't been open for many years, completely remodeled it, and I've opened it as Rum Runner. The positives are that I've got a lot of experience. I've run bars before. Negatives, well, I was worried about being able to recruit staff because I didn't really want to use a mamasang. And I was also worried about when we got those staff, would they stay, because we're trying to play AOR, adult orientated rock, 80s music, and Thai girls usually like hip hop and that sort of thing. So that would be an issue for me. So how's it gone? Well, on the first day, staff-wise, we did okay. I mean, I only wanted about 10 dancers because it's quite a small bar, and I think that's quite manageable. With 10 girls, and I think we ended up on the first day with 8 girls. Can't remember, but we got a lot of what I call PR girls that stand pretty outside and then take customer orders inside the bar. And it has to be said, I'd say we've probably got a rota of about 20 girls now who are dancing. They are dancers. And about 7 or 8 PR girls. Some of them come to work every day, some of them don't. There has been a little bit of confusion, and I'll put my hand up and say it's probably my fault about the opening hours. We were trying to open at 3 in the afternoon because this part of Soi Buakhao is very busy in the afternoon, and it kind of tapers off a little bit in the evening. What has happened is that I was advised to open between 5 and midnight to start off with. That's been very good. But from today, and today is Friday, the 23rd of May, we are going to open from 3 p.m. So we open at 3 p.m. and we'll go until late. I'm not going to put a time on it. It will go on till late. It will be interesting to see if the girls turn up at 3 p.m. We're trying to get the word out there to the girls. We had a meeting yesterday, but there were certain girls that were not here. So put that in your diary. Open from 3 p.m. So if you are out and about, come into the bar. It's great aircon. We've got draft Guinness, draft cider, and the music is not hip-hop blaring out at you. It's rock music at a sensible level. You can talk to the staff, you can talk to your friends or whoever. So please come in the afternoons, a bit of afternoon delight, and say hello. The girls with the music was the biggest worry that I had, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure whether I'm being a bit paranoid about that, because I'm playing a lot of 80s and rock music and then interspersing it with some Thai songs. Now, one of the biggest problems I have is that I've been DJing like since I was 11 years old, right? So I know how to program Western music, but I don't really know how to program Thai music. So I've been struggling to find Thai tunes that the girls can dance to that I intersperse amongst all the rock music. And also, I don't want Thai tunes that are going to basically piss off the customers in the bar who've come for the rock. So it's a difficult one. I personally think there are days when there's I just feel tension with the staff, and it's because the music. If there's lots of customers in and you're being very generous and buying drinks and the girls are happy and they've had a few drinks, that's great. But when certainly at the beginning of the night or beginning of the afternoon, I just feel a little bit of tension. But maybe that is just me being a little bit oversensitive to it all, and it's just like sticking out in my mind, the music. Maybe the girls don't really care. I don't know. But I've told the girls I know they don't like the music, but just to bear with me because the customers come in and it has been very successful customer-wise. So, as I say, we've got a pool of about 20 girls. Some come in every day, some don't. And it's been good. Most of the girls look good. There's one girl, right? There's one girl who's... I've got a new saying in my life, and that is, I'd rather have no girl than a fat girl. Right? I'd rather have no girl and a fat girl. And if there are fat women who are watching, right, please don't be offended by that. But generally, Western men prefer slimmer girls. I'm sorry, again, if I offend you, never mind. Up to me. There's this one, I'd rather have no girl than a fat girl, right? There's one girl who is a little bit pompooey, as the Thais call them, right? But do you know what? She is, without doubt, the best dancer, right? She has, without doubt, the best attitude and work ethic than all the others. She dances around, and I remember I was sitting over the way on one of these sofas, and I was talking to a customer, and the fat girl, she's not huge, she's just bigger than the others, right? Got on, and I was going, oh no, you know, this guy's, I'm trying to impress him, showing in the bar, and the fat girl's got on. And anyway, I left him to get on with it, and literally as soon as I walked away, right, he gets up out of his chair, taps the girl on the shoulder and buys her a drink, right? So he clearly liked that, right? But it's an ongoing thing, and I think generally I'm trying to get slimmer girls. I'm not looking, we haven't got, lots of sort of girls in her early 20s, hotties, but we've got slim girls that look good on stage, and I'm very, very happy with the lineup, right? The music is not going to, and the opening times, the music in the opening times is not going to attract the sort of girls that you get in other mainline go-go bars. It's going to be different sort of ladies, but they look good and they're great. They're very happy to talk to you, etc., etc. So I'm very, very happy with the lineup. Of course, we are still looking for another cashier. So if there's anybody out there that maybe has a friend or whatever who's a cashier looking for a new job, please point them my way. We're also looking for a female bartender. Has to be female because the changing room is just behind the bar, and I don't really want to worry the girls by having a male bartender there. So looking for a female bartender. So if anybody knows of anybody that can help me out there, point them my way. The biggest problem I had on the opening night, other than the fact that we were so busy, was that the sofas you can see, these grey sofas, they were just freestanding sofas on 2 levels, and at the back of the ones at the front there is a shelf where customers put their drinks. Well, I didn't think about this, but I could see it happening, was that customers were coming in, sitting down. Some of them were kind of a little on the larger side. I mean, I'm a large guy too, I'm not the slimmer of the year, you know what I mean? And the customers at the back, their drinks were falling off the shelf because the sofa was moving. So basically, we've come up with a way of bolting down the sofas, so the sofas are now bolted to the floor. We can undo the bolts if we need to clean behind them, or there's money, or somebody drops something behind them. But so we've come up with a system there, and that system is sorted. Another problem we had on the opening day was that I've got 2 computers in this bar, right? One's for the POS, or the point of sale, the billing system. One's for the music, right? And for some bizarre reason, we've been testing and stress testing all through the time we were developing the bar. For some reason, both of them decided not to work on the opening night, right? And since then, both of them have worked perfectly. But just on the opening night, both of them decided not to work. I put it down to the fact it was my magnetic personality, you know, affecting their operating, but I've no idea why that happened. But it was quite funny because when you're a DJ and you work with computers and the computer clearly needs to be rebooted or something like that, I used to, when I was in my DJing days, used to get a microphone and just talk to everybody and just talk complete rubbish, rather like I'm doing now. You know, like, hi everybody, welcome to the bar, hope you're enjoying yourself, sit down, don't forget we've got this and that. And I was doing that for about 2 minutes. You know how long it takes to reboot a computer? I just was doing that for 2 minutes and I was looking at the girls on the stage and the girls on the stage were going, what's happened to the music? And it was funny. And do you know what? Since the opening night, it hasn't happened. It's been perfect. And the point of sale system has been perfect. But it just, those were the gremlins on the opening night. So thank you to everybody that has been here. Right. The first week has been good. Right, it is low season in Thailand for sure. In Pattaya here, it is quiet. A friend of mine came in on Thai Airways and he said that 2/3 of the plane was empty coming in from Heathrow. It is quiet here and we're doing okay, so I'm happy about that. But what does they say, one swallow does not make a summer, right, or something like that. And we've, you know, I'm not gonna get overconfident, but we've had a good launch, right? We have had a good launch and I'm happy. We've got okay staff. We could always do with some more. The music, we'll tweak it. The girls don't like the music. I'm just going to have to live with that. And we're just going forwards. And so far, for the first week, 1 or 2 hiccups on the way, but I'm really, really pleased. Thank you for tuning in, sending me good wishes. People have been fantastic, and we'll see next week how we do. We're going to do a live stream on Sunday, driving around Pattaya, so join us for late and live on Sunday night. I'll be so tired. Trust me, I will be so tired because, again, I've been working 12-hour shifts every day. But please come in, and if you're in town, Soi Buakhao, please come and join us. Search for us on Google Maps now. We are here, Rum Runner. Thank you for watching, folks, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.